Testing.
I'm sexy.
What is that?
It's from the fucking Curvebot.
You already remembered that?
It's been 2 minutes.
I don't remember.
Yes, it's recording.
Well, good. I want to put that as the intro. I'm sexy. Okay. Another relationship that I really liked was in Gone Home. Sam and Lonnie, was it? Yes. And I just like the way everything was revealed and how... And then just like Sam realizing she wants to be more than friends and how that all unraveled. And I just like the feeling that it gave. It was just felt genuine. Yeah. Especially because there wasn't like animation to it. You know, you discovered it.
Yeah, it's all in journals and notes and stuff. I think that definitely help with it because, especially when you get towards the end of the game, there's really like this uncertainty, like, you know, what am I going to find when I go into the attic? Like, and there's like kind of a sense of dread, like, because it doesn't build you up to think you're going into, again, spoilers, the game's 5 years old, play it. Or 3 years old, sorry, where you think you're going into a situation where it's not going to be a happy ending. Like, it's going to be a really bad ending that you're thinking. At least for me, it was. So it was definitely nervous.
Going through that game, you feel, I don't want to say dread because that's extreme, but like, just like just uneasy, not, I did not expect anything good to happen.
Well, I would definitely say there's some dread to progress in the game because you're afraid that the characters that you love are not going to make it out alive.
Yeah, I definitely thought there was like a suicide.
That's what I was thinking with it too. And then you get to the attic and then like, oh, this is like the happiest thing that could possibly happen in the game. And then it's like, this makes everything worth it, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I just think they do it well, that relationship, especially because, you know, her realizing her feelings and the way the game is set up where it's like, you want to find out more information and it's also scary at the same time. I feel like that's how that relationship was. Like, she wants to know more of how she's feeling and like, keep going with this. Do I want to keep doing this? And then there's like, I'm kind of scared too. There's always that like...
pushing forward through the uncertainty of everything.
Mm-hmm. Which kind of reminds me of Ellie and Riley. Mm. That's a different thing altogether. Because it's more...
It's a sad one.
Yeah.
It's from the Last of Us Left Behind, for those who don't know.
Yes. That one's just kind of... It's kind of like... I hate to use the word teenage, but it's like you're kind of...
Angsty.
You're discovering things and seeing what you like, but I think it's more... It means more than that to them.
Yeah, I mean, and you definitely get the feeling of what their relationship means to each other, because it's what Ellie says, you know, let's be poetic and lose our minds together. Mm-hmm. That's a big statement. Even before we know the extent of what happens when she says that in the main game, before we get to Left Behind, you know it's not just a friendship. Yeah. You know, you get the hint of what really was going on with it.
Yeah, I mean, and they're both characters that were, I mean, the times made it so that way they had to be way more mature than they were, but I mean, Ellie was like a step above, I think, anyone her age anyway.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
She, I think, was maybe a little bit more in tune with who she was than maybe some of her friends in the past.
I agree.
Ended up not faring out too well. How do you guys feel about like romantic relationships where you have the like opportunity to choose between several different people, like Mass Effect, for example? Like Mass Effect, I know, is a game that I enjoyed a lot, being able to kind of just be able to like, here's all these people that you can have a romantic relationship with. I'll just have a romantic relationship with them. I thought that was kind of cool. That was neat. To know, like, me and a lot of my friends like ended up having like relationships with like the same aliens. It's kind of funny. I was like, it just kind of shows.
Liara.
Yup.
Yup. It's always Liara.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. The blue, man. It's the blue.
Trying to think.
The blue got me. The tentacles and the blue.
See, I really can't say too much about that because I really haven't played a lot of Mass Effect or Dragon Age is the other one where the romantic options is a big part of it. Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm trying to think of anything that I've really played that's been like that. I know there is something, I just can't think of it right now.
I think one of the reasons why I like Mass Effect so much is because it played a role in decisions you made in the game. Mm-hmm. So, for example, with like the end of Mass Effect 2, there's like a portion of that game, spoiler alert again, But I mean, that game is old as hell.
8
now.
years old.
Yeah.
Is it a spoiler at this point?
I don't
No,
really
it's
care.
not.
I don't
We
really
talked
care.
about the ending of 3. Who cares about the
Yeah.
ending of 2 at this point?
Yeah. Man, you spoiled the game for me. Yes,
You spoiled the ending of the good one.
But with that game, it affected the way that you choose who was going to potentially die and who was going to live.
Oh, yeah.
And I like that aspect of the game because had it carried over, I think how it should have carried over, then it would have had a drastic impact on the story overall throughout all three games. So
Yeah.
that was something that I liked a whole lot, was just being able to choose, okay, like this is the person you're having a relationship with, and you can choose whether they live or they die at the end of the game, kind of. So that was cool.
So I know you love this game. How do you feel about Eco and... Oh, I'm blanking.
Shadow Colossus?
What's the name of the
I have
girl,
no idea.
the one you're holding hands with the whole time?
What's the name of her?
Yeah, do you know her
Oh,
name?
jeez, I don't remember her. Oh my god. I don't remember. The
Wow,
name of her.
I wish I would have looked that up. I can't remember it, but I kind of like that relationship because all they have is each other, and that whole relationship is built on trust, and it's a different. I just like it. I like that.
Zach
do you
Zach doesn't like escort missions.
Okay, but I just like the relationship between each other.
So here's an interesting thing. An interesting relationship because it's definitely one where it's...
Yorda?
Yes, okay.
I'll go with it. The relationship between you and if you played online, the other player in Journey. Did you play the game online?
You didn't play.
I know you didn't play it at all. I'm asking you.
I thought you were looking at him, and I was like, "Wait, what? No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
no."
You
I
didn't-
will be this
oh,
week.
man. Definitely play with online mode on because will run into someone. That's definitely one if you have the ability to play it again, play it and see if you can find another partner in the game.
Yeah.
Because it's the whole unspoken bond thing where you go through this experience together and then you come out on the other side going like, I see you.
Thanks.
Like we've been through some shit, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I've seen some shit.
Shit went down. So yeah, Journey is on my list. I will be playing Journey. But yeah, going back
It's
to
free next month.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I have it.
Oh,
on PS4?
Yeah, I do have it. It was free before too.
it was.
I
Yeah.
remember it being free on PS3. I don't remember PS4. I could be wrong.
I think
Either
it was-
way, it's free on
was it-
PS. Journey's free on PS4 for
Next
the month of September.
Yeah. So with Eco, yeah, I did like that escort mission. I did like the blind faith that you have to put in each other's hands. I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty cool. I wish more games would do something like that,
Mhm.
where as a player, it makes me feel like, I don't know, kind of like sappy. I don't know. I get like kind of choked up about stuff like that, where you can play as two characters and they don't really 100% trust each other, and they don't really know one another all that well, and then that kind of builds over the course of the game, and then you build that trust and you build that relationship over the course of the game. That's a lot like how Eco was, and I enjoyed that because you find the game early, you find the girl early on in the game. So
Yeah, I mean that could be kind of said for The Last of Us too, with Joel and Ellie.
Yep.
They do not trust each other at the start of the game,
no.
and then that relationship becomes truly special
Mhm.
by the game's end.
Yeah, she does not trust them one bit.
And they have some, like, I can't think of the word right now, but in the middle, there's like,
Oh, where it gets kind of shaky, where
shaky.
he's talking.
I was shaking. Why couldn't I think of that word?
when Joel is talking about leaving Ellie with his brother.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, because I think at that point she realizes that surviving in that world is not easy, and I mean Joel has already stuck himself out enough, but I think at that point in time he was still struggling with whether or not did he want to be vulnerable to a little girl and potentially be that father figure again after he obviously lost his daughter years before that. So I understand it.
Yeah.
Really, really well done relationship as of, again, every Naughty Dog game.
Yeah, exactly.
Naughty Dog nails relationships.
Yep, they do quite a bit. So that's gonna be it for this week then.
Yep.
Again,
I'm sure there are games we missed, and you're probably sad
there's
that we did not mention
The
them.
fact that we mentioned
but-
0 Final Fantasy games.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I mean-
well.
yeah.
Oops. Okay.
yeah.
Well.
Forgive me, I don't really.
Yeah.
find
Know
those-
that we were thinking of it.
Yeah, I
we
wasn't.
just failed to mention it.
We
I
just
wasn't.
failed
never really played
to
them.
mention it. So,
but yeah. So again, make sure to follow us, like, follow, subscribe. How do I want to say that?
Like, comment, and share.
Like, comment, and share. That's what I want.
oh yeah,
like, comment,
that.
and share. Again, and follow us all on Twitter. And we will
If you want.
And follow 8th Castle on Twitter.
Oh,
follow 8th
yes.
Castle on
At
Twitter.
8th Castle.
Representing, yes, yep.
Again,
That made
and
sense.
this is going to be 8th Castle signing off, and we will see you guys next week.
Finger gun.